Highlights of DAO 2015-02: Harmonization of the implementation of the Philippine Environmental Impact Statement System and the Philippine Mining Act of 1995 in relation to mining projects. Prepared by Kaga Maria Elizabeth J. Section 1. Basic Policy. It is the policy of the DNR to address the environmental impacts and safety concerns and the implementation, operation, and abandonment, decommissioning, rehabilitation of mining projects. Section 2. Objective. This order aims to harmonize compliance, monitoring and reporting systems, and funding mechanisms in accordance with the PEISS and Mining Act requirements. Section 3. Coverage. This order shall cover mining projects considered as environmentally critical projects, Group 1 category, as defined in the Revised Procedural Manual for DNR Administrative Order (DAO) number 2003-30, implementing rules and regulations for the PEISS. Section 4. General Provisions. A. The Environmental Compliance Certificate (ECC) and the Environmental Impact Statement (EIS) shall serve as the basis in the preparation of the Environmental Protection and Enhancement Program (EPEP) and final mine rehabilitation decommissioning plan. The latter shall be submitted in law of the abandonment plan as per DAO number 2003-30. B. The abandonment plan for the ancillary facilities within the mining project area and shall covered by a separate ECC shall be integrated in the FMRDP for the mining project. C. A joint financial audit of the mine rehabilitation funds and environmental trust funds by the Environmental Management Bureau and Mines Geosciences Bureau, using audit guidelines formulated by the same, shall be done periodically. The Contingent Liability and Rehabilitation Fund, Steering Committee and the MRF Committee under DAO number 2010-21, providing for a consolidated Department of Environment and Natural Resources administrative order for the implementing rules and regulations of Republic Act number 7942, otherwise known as the Philippine Mining Act of 1995, shall be created in law of the EGF and Environmental Monitoring Fund as provided for under DAO number 2003-30. The CLRF and the fund allocated for social development and management program as provided for under DAO number 2010-21 together with an EIF shall be established in law of the EGF and the Environmental Monitoring Fund as provided for under DAO 2003-30. Section 5. Requirements for mining companies. A. All proposed mining projects covered by this DAO shall set up CLRF, ETFs, and funds for SDMPs in law of the EGFs and the EMFs to defray the cost of monitoring, compensation for damages, social development, progressive rehabilitation, and final mine rehabilitation decommissioning. EGFs and EMFs for auxiliary facilities within the mining project area uncovered by a separate ECC shall be integrated in the CLFR, ETF, and fund for the SDMP for the mining project. B. In compliance with the various environmental laws, rules and regulations, all mining projects shall submit Modules 1 to 6 of the self-monitoring reports to the EMB Regional Office concerned and Module 7 of the SMRs to the MGB RO concerned quarterly. Said modules are the following. Module title: General Information. 2. RA number 6969 Compliance Monitoring. 3. RA number 9275 compliance monitoring. 4. RA number 8749 compliance monitoring. RA number 1586 compliance monitoring. 6. RA number 9003 compliance monitoring. 7. RA number 7942 compliance monitoring. 7A EPEP FMRDP implementation. 7B SDMP implementation. 7C SHP implementation. For Module 5, the reformatted compliance monitoring report based on existing DNR EMB guidelines shall be followed, while for Module 7, the CMR following the format attached as Annex A shall be followed. Section 6. Functions of the Multi-Partite Monitoring Team. The multi-partite monitoring team for a mining project shall be operationalized in compliance with both DAO number 2003-30 and 2001-21 and shall be chaired and co-chaired by the EMBRO and MGBRO representatives, respectively. For this purpose, it shall have the following functions: A. Monitor the proponent's compliance with the conditions stipulated in the ECC Environmental Management Plan and Environmental Monitoring Plan, and commitments made in the EIA report EPEP, FMR, DP, and SDMP. B. Validate the proponent's SMRs. C. Submit monitoring validation reports following the format attached as Annex B to the D. Make available monitoring validation reports to interested stakeholders. E. Receive complaints, gathers relevant information to facilitate determination of validity of complaints or concerns about the project, and transmits to the proponent concerned, the EMB and MGBROs and/or MRFC as the case may be, the, the recommended measures to address the complaints, copy furnish the complaints, and, if develop its manual of operations based on the outline attached as Annex C, and has it jointly approved by the EMB and MGBR is concerned as endorsed by the MRFC. As member of the MMT, the representative of the MBRO concerned shall lead in the monitoring of compliance with various environmental laws, ECC, AMP, and EMOP, while the representative of the MGBRO concerned shall lead in the monitoring of compliance with the EPEP, annual EPEP, and FMRDP. All other guidelines on MMT operations in the revised procedural manual for DAO number 2003-30 shall apply to mining projects. Section 7. Duties and responsibilities of the MGB Central Office and Regional Offices and the MGB Co and ROs shall: A. Assess the EMB, CO, and ROs in the implementation of the PAISS as provided for under PD number 1586 DAO number 2003-30 and other environmental laws. B. Participate in the scoping process, review, and evaluation of the EIA reports and proposed mining projects by the EIA Review Committee and/or EMBRO concerned, and make appropriate recommendations on the technical aspects of the EIA reports, particularly on mining, geology, metallurgy, mineral processing, and hydrology, among others. C. Initiate and maintain the establishments and operationalization of the CLRF, ETF, and SDMP fund, with the EMB, CO, and ROs regularly updated, informed on the matter. D. Train EMB, CO, and ROs personnel in the implementation of mining laws, rules, and regulations as well as in the technical aspects of mining. E. Lead the MMT during the EPEP, annual EPEP, FMR, DP, and SDMP monitoring. F. Update the EMB, CO, and ROs about the current policies on the implementation and Enforcement of Mining Act. G. Require the proponent to remedy any practice connected with mining projects operation in case of illegal mining, exploration and transport of minerals, imminent danger to life or property due to mine accidents and incidents such as mine fires, cave-ins and rock falls, among others, and other violations of the Mining Act, provided that in cases where the probable violation pertains to their immediate concerns, both the MGB and EMB directors or regional directors shall issue the suspension order, and G. Ensure that the findings and recommendations of the MMTs, the AMBCO, and ROs, if warranted, are acted upon. Section 8. Duties and responsibilities of the EMB Central Office and EMB Regional Offices. The EMB CO and EMB RS shall A. Ensure in mining projects the different environmental laws, rules and regulations, especially the PEISS as provided for under PD number 1586, Toxic Substances Solid Waste Management Act of 2000, RA number 9003, Philippine Clean Water Act of 2004, RA number 9275, and Philippine Clean Air of 1999, RA number 8749. B. Train MGB, CO, and RS personnel in the implementation of the different environment laws, rules, and regulations, especially PD number 1586, RA number 9003, RA number 9275, and RA number 8749. C. Update the MGB, CO, and ROs about the current policies and the implementation and enforcement of the PEISS environmental standards and compliance monitoring. D. Ensure that personnel from the MGB, CO, and RO concerned shall participate in the conduct of scoping, review, and evaluation of the EIA reports of proposed mining projects. E. Participate in the meetings functions of the CLRF Steering Committee, MRFCs, and MMTs. F. Ensure that the findings and recommendations of the MMTs, the MGB, and its ROs, if warranted, are acted upon. G. Lead the MMT during the ECC, EMP, and EMOP compliance monitoring. And H. Issue notice of violations, cease and desist order, and or imposition of fines and penalties upon the proponent's violation of its ECC and/or the provisions of PD number 1586, DAO number 2003-30, and all other environment laws. And Section 9. Illegal mining operations. In case of an illegal mining operations, the MGBRO concerned shall issue the appropriate stoppage order, provided that in case of mining operations with permits issued by the local government units but without ECC, the MMBRO concerned shall issue the appropriate stoppage order. That's all. Thank you for listening.